Okay, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Let's just get straight into it. But first, as always, you know, unless I tell you otherwise, let me give some happy birthday shouts out. So, I want to give a happy birthday shout out to fashion icon, actress, humanitarian, the late great Audrey Hepburn. Had she still been here with us, she would have turned 91. Audrey, darling. Okay, I also want to give a happy 41st birthday to Lance Bass of NSYNC. It looks good to be 41. Didn't even look 41. Happy 35th B-Day. Shouts out to rapper Jadena. He's super cool. I love all his photos. He's just very colorful and intelligent and dope. I want to send a happy 90th birthday out to the matriarch of the Jackson family, Katherine Jackson. The things this woman done been through, my God. Legend, 90 years old. Also, Katherine Jackson's oldest son, Jackie Jackson, his birthday is his birthday as well. He turned 69. So happy birthday to Jackie Jackson. Amen. And last but certainly not least, let me send a happy birthday shout out to fashion designer, model, and TV personality, Kimora Lee Simmons. All that beauty and all them kids. Okay, so let's see. Love and Pop Atlanta. Okay, so coming off where it left off last week, we have Shooter and Kiyomi and Cheyenne and Scrap. And we have Kiyomi and Cheyenne running up at each other, trying to fight each other. It never happens. It's too many security guards. A waste of time, a waste of energy, a waste of breath. Just go get you something to eat. Call it a day. Oh, I'm going to see you in the streets. You're never going to see each other in the streets, more than likely. But anyway, Kiyomi, she kind of provoked the situation because it was Shooter and Cheyenne talking, and they was taking too long for her. So she decided to get out the car, and, she got out the car with her jacket off. I mean, she came for battle, of course. Cheyenne said something smart to her, and there you go. Kiyomi's mad because Shooter have had the kids around Cheyenne. I mean, why? If anybody should be mad, it should be It should be Sierra that Shooter has all these different women around his kids. But Sierra don't even care. Sierra got her own messed up situation with BK Child, who's a mess. So yeah, I mean, y'all not official, you clown. This is why you shouldn't do these whole open relationships and stuff, because eventually you're gonna get attached. Eventually feelings start to happen. Y'all see the good bleach stains on my shoulders? Eventually, feelings are gonna happen, and then you mad because he messing around with a girl that you don't necessarily care for. It's not your decision. Y'all in an open relationship. I mean, this is why you shouldn't do it in the first place. But, Cheyenne, wipe your tears. Scrap told her right. He was like, look, before we pull off, I'm not going to be in a high-speed chase with you. You chasing after them trying to fight that girl. Like, you need to get your emotions together before we pull off. It was like, is you done with it? Like, what's going on? Shooter's whole thing is that he feels like he has some of the blame for Cheyenne being so upset. But he says that, whatever, Cheyenne did not talk to him for a few months or whatever. She went out for business. She went to go do something business-wise, work-wise, and he moved on. And he felt like he did not need to tell her that he moved on. He felt like she was replaced, and there you go. But I mean, when she got back, Shooter, you jumped it back into that relationship with her, making her seem as if everything was okay. You never told her about Kiyomi or whoever else that you're messing with. You never told her initially that she was replaced. You told her months, years, however, after that she had been replaced. That's the problem. But, you can't speak logic and realness into people who don't want to hear it. So, the shooter strikes me as that kind of person. Just slick. Cheyenne, wipe your tears, child. Get you some good, thicker clip-ins to put in. Or just get your full lace wig or something. Get your full wig instead of the clip-ins. But besides that, Cheyenne, you're going to be alright. You're a smart girl. Shoot ain't nobody, child. Him and Kiyomi, that relationship is going to crash and burn. So, calm down. Ultimately, the fool in the situation is Kiyomi. But, it just ain't hit her yet. But it will. Okay. Let me see. So, the girls are coming back from the trip in Tennessee. And Shakana had already left and went on. I just be looking at all these butts. Everybody has the biggest butts in the world on this cast. I just be looking. I be like, Lord Jesus, just going around breaking toilets. If you naturally have a real big old ass, like my mom and them, and the Kings, we all have, the things down there, darling. That's one thing. That's fine. But to just go out and just buy all the ass in the world, why? I don't know. You just look like a donkey. It's too much. It's too much carrying on, child. It's too distracting. But anyway, whatever. Shakana and her booty, she went out the door. And so we had Sierra, Mimi, Carly, and Spice. They was on the bus or whatever. Sierra was conversing with the girls. She was mainly talking to Carly because Carly mentioned BK. She was like, "Yo, what's going on with BK?" She said she was saying that BK's excuse was it was some fan that came up to him, and Sierra's homegirl caught it and told Sierra. Now, on what day does BK expect for us to believe that he has fans? Fans of what? Exactly. Anybody who just watched the show here and there, you ain't gonna know who BK is, probably. But for me, because I'm a, loyal watcher of all the Love and Hip Hops, I would know who he was. But to say that you have fans, to say that you have women fawning over you and running up to you and chasing you and stalking you and all those kinds of things, I highly doubt that. It's just come up with something else. Come up with something else. But he can't come up with something else, because I'm sure BK done said all kind of lies. He done made up all kind of stuff, I'm sure. I've been told y'all Sierra's a fool for continuing to put up with BK. That man done showed you who he is how many times? When you gonna believe it? I think she get it now. Hopefully. Okay. Kirk and Rashida, they went to go pick up Kirk Jr., his oldest son, from jail. They was able to get him out and stuff. That's good. And they was just talking to him, trying to school him, like, look, you black. All right. These good old officers, some of them don't have a problem with locking you up. It's just not a problem. It's not an issue. That's just one less nigga on the street. It don't mean nothing, A lot of these kids of means, meaning a lot of these kids that have parents that's well off and got money, they start to feel themselves. They think they're sometimes above the law. Not saying he thinks this way, but I'm just saying in general. He sometimes thinks he's above it all. Oh, my parents, my mother does, my father. You're black. In the jail cell you go with Leroy from around the corner that's homeless. Your rich ass is beside his poor ass. Now what? School your children. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. You know, Sierra, she had a scene with her homegirl, Tiffany Fox. Y'all, hold on for a second. I have to blow my nose. Excuse me. So Sierra had a scene with her homegirl, Tiffany Fox. And it's the same homegirl that told that BK was letting some white girl all up in his face. So, you know, they were talking and stuff, and then all of a sudden Sierra was just like, you know, I hear my door open, and it was BK. And Sierra went ranting and raving, talking about BK was breaking and entering. You broke into my house. You broke into my house, BK. You broke into my house. I was like, Sierra, you sure is dramatic, girl. He ain't got no key. Got a key, sis. And she's sitting there creating another argument. Give me back my key. Girl, just change the locks. It's so many situations and arguments could be avoided if people just knew how to, you know, just get out of their emotions and just think logically in that moment. You know, don't need to argue with him. Let him keep the key. Next time he try to use it, it won't work. Period. Try to keep calling and arguing with each other on FaceTime and through text messages. Child, just block them. If you really want it, most of the time, unless they just crazy, most of the time, you can easily get rid of people that you don't want to be bothered with. Easily. Just block them on all social media. Block their phone number. Erase everything. Maybe keep it for evidence in case they're a little, you know, try to take you to court. But anyway, keep all the evidence you can. Print everything out. Other than that, delete, erase, block. What? Change the locks. I mean, child. I ain't gonna. I'm getting up in there. You know, I'm still young, I guess, but I'm not. There's just certain things I'm just not gonna be bothered with. I'm not gonna sit and argue with you every day. I'm not. And that whole break up to make up stuff. And 1 minute we in love, 1 minute we hate each other, next minute we back in love, next minute I ain't finna be bothered. Goodbye. So anyway, you know, he came in and then he ended up leaving out, child. You know, just same old. He always got a smirk on his face, and he's always jokey about everything, and you know, it's probably because he know how Sierra is, and Sierra has taken him back so many other times. So I guess when she get mad and show out, he don't really take it seriously anymore. That happens. Okay, so we get to Kendra. The first thing I noticed was that Kendra's not so flattering confessional look. I love Kendra. I do. I think Kendra's a very cute girl. But her lashes was getting ready to fall off and, you know, take off into the sunset. That wig was fresh out the pack. She didn't comb it out. You know, it was real shiny, real glossy. One of those, you know, early Destiny's Child wigs. What else? Yeah, I didn't like her makeup. I didn't like the dark lip. It was very Pennywise. It was just... It was a lot that was happening in the confessional look. That was just not it. But Kendra gonna be alright. We're gonna get Kendra together. So far, I'm not liking blonde hair on Kendra. Maybe it's just the shade she's been using, but the shade she's been using on camera is just not so flattering to her. She's a very cute girl. So I'm gonna need Kendra to hit up with Rashida them and Mimi them. You know, get her together a little bit. Find out what works for her. But yeah. Anyway, so Kendra, you know, she getting all glammed up and stuff. You know, they, you know, getting their, you know, nails and stuff done, getting their makeup done and stuff. They get ready to go to, you know, have a little bachelorette party. They ended up going to the drag show, which seems fun. I never actually been to a drag show. I want to go really bad. I'll go one day. But anyway, so we ended up seeing Jock's mama. Now, I wasn't sure who that lady was. At one point, I wasn't sure if it was a lady per se, But they end up showing her, and it was Jacques' mama, who I end up loving, by the way. A ton of fun. Kendra's mama is a stick in the mud, for sure. But Jacques' mama is hella fun. Jacques actually looks like her a little bit. I saw the resemblance or whatever when she smiled. But Jacques' mama, she was over there in the corner saying, "Oh, I can't stand that bitch right there. I can't stand her." And then they pointed over to Carly Red. So, child, y'all know these overprotective mamas is so protective over their horse sons. So, you know, she didn't like Carly. And Carly didn't say nothing. She was respectful, thank God. But a young Jacques mama looked like she... Yeah, she looked like she throw them bows. She may, you know, she may look like a little tiny, you know, little harmless woman, but she... I'm gonna let it go. But anyway, so they get to the drag show. Hold on, y'all. Hello. Okay, Ma, I'll be in there in a minute. So, we see, they go to the drag show, and instantly they shows Kendra's mom. And Kendra's mom is, very straight-faced, just, somebody said on Twitter, they said that, let me see. If it loads, oh my god. It's not loaded. But anyway, somebody said on my Twitter, they said that Kendra's mom face was the face that Mama Joyce made when Candy had the stripper. Oh, what was his name? Ridiculous. When, you know, he was giving his own self pleasure and stuff. That's exactly it. I was screaming. But that church lady was not here for those drag queens. I was like, so why did you even show up, lady? Like, my goodness, have fun. It was a mess. But Shekinah, all of them was drunk, and they had a ball at the drag show. So that was awesome to see that. Child, it was Shekinah, Spice, and Carly. Carly's still over there downplaying. Even, you know, Carly came and stuff, and y'all know the whole history between Jock and Carly and Kendra. You know, and Carly's over there downplaying the relationship, talking about Jock ain't gonna never change. Da, 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 da. Even if she's right, it's still not appropriate to say, like, Carly, you just look like a hater, sis. You really do, and that's not attractive. Okay, child, at the drag show, they ended up playing Young Jock is Going Down. I screamed and hit the floor. I was like, Lord have mercy. Okay. Child, Mama D had a scene. Mama D came over to Scrap and Bambi house with the baby and with Cece. And Mama D came in and, you know, she was mad because she found out through social media that Bambi was pregnant. And she felt like Bambi should have told her because I'm sure Cece knew. Which we don't have any clarification from that, but I'm sure she probably is right about that. And, you know, Mama D was just like, you know, I want to apologize to you for giving you a human eulogy when I just found out that you got 4 legs. So I should have assigned you to the pet cemetery. I screamed. Mama D and her reads are hilarious. It was so funny. And then Cece pulled out a voodoo doll, and she was like, "You feel that? You feel that?" She put some pins in the voodoo doll, and that was Mama D. Oh, it's so funny to see old ladies go at it. It really is. But Mama D definitely wins, and I don't know. I really don't. Mama D is a lot. I don't think Mama D's lying about how CC has treated her. I really don't. That's coming from somewhere. You know, Bambi and Bambi and Scrappy, they went in there to talk to Mama D. You know, Bambi getting ready to have another child. She told Scrappy by, you know, went to this whole royal themed moment party, kids, king and knights and prince and the whole moment. I can't think of what you call it, but whatever. It was cute, I guess. It was a little stupid, but it was cute. So Mama D and Cece, would they ever be friends? No, but can they be cordial for the family? I think so. Okay, so let me see. So, Sierra, she is having a party for her, little girl. She's having a birthday party. And, everybody shows up to support and stuff. Am I missing something before I talk about this? No. So all of a sudden, they cut to the party. They cut to Shooter. We see Shooter. He is, coming up to Sierra, trying to talk to Sierra and stuff. We see the little boy, their son, who looks just like Shooter. And the daughter looks just like Sierra. And, they're talking, and Shekinah's hollering in the background, talking about that girl bad, talking about Sierra, talking about she look like a Barbie doll. Ain't no woman gonna ever be better than her. Why did you do her wrong, Shooter? And saying all that kind of stuff. And, kind of hyping her up a little bit. And I agree with that. But Shooter ain't gonna act right. So it's a waste of time. He might be cool for a minute, but then they start the same old mess, so hell. But, if you want to go over there, Sierra, get your kitty scratched, then go ahead. I said that's what she been doing anyway, but who cares? It's familiar. She knows Shooter. They was married. Whatever. You're going back to my house, you're going back to yours. So, they ended up buying a little girl a car for her birthday. I was like, good child. Which back in the day when I was in school, if I got into a fight, you think my mama buy me a car? Hell no, she still ain't bought me one. So anyway, I was like, all right. No, it was unfortunate what happened to the little girl. It was. But I also heard through the grapevine, I don't know how true this is, but I also heard that allegedly Sierra's daughter was bullying the little girl. That's still not right for the mama to jump in it and bring her big grown ass in there to jump Sierra's daughter. That's still not right on any levels. However, I did hear that allegedly Sierra's daughter was bullying the girl. That's what I heard. Allegedly. I don't know. I'm not saying it's not right, but So anyway, so they all go outside, and all of a sudden we see BK. BK brings Sierra's daughter a gift. I think he bought her some expensive earrings. Unnecessary. But then right after that, he gave Sierra a gift, and the gift he gave Sierra was some condoms. Strike one, inappropriate. You at a child's party, and you bring, and then he pulls out these papers that had text messages. Apparently, apparently, Sierra has been texting some dudes or whatever, and asking to come over and whatever. I don't know if she actually slept with these guys, but that's what she's been doing. And trying to bust her out and play her, and he tried to make it seem like you don't give a damn about Sierra's child, Paris. You don't give a damn about her, BK, because why would you choose that moment at a child's birthday party with all these kids here, all these elders here to come for Sierra? Why would you use that moment to do that? Very petty, very childish of you, and you had no respect for the little girl's party, or anybody else for that matter, because you chose that moment to do it. So yeah, he put out all those text messages. I mean, BK, I hope you wasn't thinking for us to care. We don't care. If Sierra was texting other dudes and all kind of stuff, who cares? You've still apparently done more than she did. How long you said for somebody to sit and wait and cry? And sit and wait and hope and pray that you act right? Child, please. If y'all both was doing stuff, then y'all both was doing stuff. Whatever. Obviously, y'all both forgiving each other, right? I don't give a damn. Y'all care. I don't care. Is Sierra gonna officially break up with BK? Hopefully, but probably not. So anyway, then here comes Shakana. She jumped in it. She was just like, man, what's going on with you, man? How you do that at a child's party? All the little stuff that little girl done been through. How you gonna do that kind of stuff, man? You wet for that, y'all. Yada. Then here come Tokyo. First of all, how you gonna do that? And it was like, man, you mad whack, yada. Now Tokyo did something she should not have done. She threw her clutch, I believe, at BK. That was inappropriate. You shouldn't have threw nothing at him. So BK ended up throwing the clutch back, and it hit some woman in the back in the face with it. So then here comes Shakana. How you gonna hit a woman, man? You bitch made da 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 da. Look, it's not like he threw something first. If he threw something first, I would understand that. But you just can't throw stuff at people. You just can't. There's just certain ways you kind of move, like, you know, whether it's a altercation between a female and a male, or two females or two men. Like there's still certain ways that's just you can't throw nothing at nobody. Is what I'm trying to say. Whether it's a woman throwing something at a man, or a man throwing something at a woman, whatever it is, it just wasn't appropriate, Tokyo, for you to throw your clutch at her, at BK. That's not. Some people don't care nothing about what sex you are. Like you're not just gonna throw something at me, or you're not just gonna put your hands on me and expect for me not to do anything. Not talking about me personally. I'm just saying. So I mean that was wildly unnecessary. It was enough for y'all to be cussing him out and calling him all kind of names. That was fine. I agree with it. Bring it on to him. He deserves that. But you know, you shouldn't be that deep into it that you would want to throw something at him. That was out of line, at least to me. He did apologize. He wasn't trying to hit the lady, I don't think. But y'all niggas should have been inside eating cake anyway. At the party when y'all business. But you know, black folks, we nosy, child. That's what it is. Now, next week is the season finale of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Now, I'll say, what is going on? The season finale, it ain't been number 8 episodes. But it's because of Miss Corona. And we're going to see them having a breakdown and all kind of stuff, child. We're going to find out who really living off these Love and Hip Hop checks. And who, you know, got it like that. I don't think none of them got it like that. They need these checks. So we're going to see. We're going to see what happens next week, child. Oh, but I hate it's the season finale. I don't know. Maybe they'll do something where they bring it back, hopefully, because Atlanta, I'm liking this season. I am. Anyway, with that said, I'm Mr. Chalaki. Mr. Chalaki on the Google Plus. Follow me at @IsKeysworld on Instagram and Twitter. At @IsKeysworld89 on Snapchat. Chase King on Facebook. Mr. Chalaki on Cash App and PayPal. And as always, run me my money or run me my fade. Run me my money the way I get paid. Stay black, stay tuned. I'll see you guys later.